Hey guys, what's going on? James here. I just noticed I haven't done a mock draft in a while, so I decided to do one post free agency, post the NFL Combine. It is better to do it post free agency, in my opinion, right? Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have addressed some of their needs. They brought in Hassan Reddick, they brought in Riley Dixon, but they still have some needs, right? And I wanted to do a mock draft post free agency, post wave one of free agency, 7 round mock draft, and kind of address some things. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. The Buccaneers have the 19th overall pick. By the way, if you guys are doing this on your own, man, Pro Football Focus's board has been pretty weird lately, so I've been going with the public board. This is kind of the settings I've had on the mock draft simulator after some testing. I feel good about this. Less randomness, draft more for needs, care more for positional value. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it and see what the mock draft gives us. So right off the bat, you have some interesting names available. Okay, firstly, Cam Ward goes number 1. When I go to the Pro Football Focus big board, like Cam Ward wasn't going number 1 overall, and it was really throwing me off. Jahad Campbell goes number 11 to the San Francisco 49ers. He would have been an option for me had he been there. Mike Green was another guy I probably would have looked at. Donovan Eziraku of Boston College was another guy I would have looked at as well. But there is a guy on here, and I really can't turn him down. You guys know I've had him in a mock draft before for me. 6'5", 243. One thing that I will say is the Bucs did sign Hassan Reddick, and that is awesome, and I love that. I made a whole video about Hassan Reddick. That should not and will not, in my opinion, dissuade the Bucs from taking an edge rusher early. So in this scenario, I am going to go with James Pierce Jr. It just makes sense to me. I mean, inside linebacker is still a big need for the Buccaneers as well, but I'm not going to take Jalen Walker here. I'm probably not going to take Demetrius Knight. I got James Pierce Jr. right here. I'm going to go ahead and take him, man. Bang. James Pierce Jr. is going to be my first round pick. No big questions about that. Round 2. Okay, so Demetrius Knight is still available. That's interesting. I don't necessarily know if he would be available here at this pick. 6'2", 245 pounds. Will be one of the oldest prospects in the 2025 NFL draft. How old is Demetrius Knight Jr.? Is he 24 or something? I don't know. But I do still believe that inside linebacker is a big need for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, you could go with Carson Schweschinger. Could you see a world where Demetrius Knight Jr. is available? Could you? I don't know. Let's look. Run defense grade, very good. Coverage grade, very good. It's a pretty high missed tackle rate, 11%. So I don't know, man. I don't know if he would necessarily be available. What's going on at the cornerback position? That's something I want to see because the Buccaneers do still need a cornerback as well. You've got Darian Porter. Ooh. Not great with the run defense. That doesn't necessarily fit what the Bucs are looking for. Benjamin Morrison, bit of an interesting option. 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, but man coverage. The Bucs don't play a lot of man coverage. So I think I'm going to have to... Look, I don't control the board, guys. I'm going to go Demetrius Knight Jr. Is it the most realistic thing? I don't know. Probably not, but it's what happens, so we're doing it. Let me know if you guys think Demetrius Knight Jr. is going to be available in round number 2. Now I want to go more with a cornerback. Could we go? He's a good cover. He's a good zone cover guy. 5'10", 198. I'm going to probably skip on that. The Buccaneers don't necessarily need a nickel corner. You could go Dorian Strong. What was his run defense? Below average. Kobe Bryant? Kind of a dog. 6'1", 175. Okay, good build. What about Mello Dodson? Not as good. But he is from Florida. Shout out Daytona Beach. Okay, 6'1", 190. I'm going to go with Kobe Bryant. I just think that would be... Seems like the more reasonable option. So really our needs are still the same here, right? Edge, inside linebacker, cornerback. Because yes, they did add Hassan Reddick. They did add Anthony Walker Jr. They did add Kindle Vidor. They still need help at those positions. They do, in my opinion. So I feel good about that. Round 4. What are we going to do at round 4? I think getting a defensive interior guy could certainly help. Do you get a new safety to kind of open up some stuff for Tyke Smith? Maybe have him play inside. Ooh, very high missed tackle rate. Okay, so I was wrong earlier, by the way. Having a being like above the line is a good thing. Yeah, Billy Bowman misses a lot of tackles. Probably not going to be what the Bucs are looking for. Upton Stout, 5'9". Whoo, my man's like a freaking missile, dude. Let's go. All right. I'm gonna go defensive interior. Could you go Tim Smith? I mean, maybe. What's his size? 6'4", 314. I mean, he does have some experience with Charlie Strong, the Buccaneers' new defensive line coach, Miami. You've got Simeon Barrow Jr., 6'3", 290. Is he a bit more of a... He's a good run defender, though. He's a good run defender. What about Riley Mills? Definitely looks like more of a pass rush specialist, 6'5", 295. Pick 121. I want to do some stuff that is different. But really, I can't see much of a reason to not go more defense here. What about Tonka Hemingway? Big guy. Well, no, not a big guy. 6'3", 288. What about Junior Tafuna? 6'3", 308. You know what, man? I'm going to go with Simeon Barrow Jr. He's a good run defender. Not as good of a pass rusher. But that's fine. That's fine. And I've taken him a lot in my mock draft, so it is what it is. All right, now we're in round 5. Do I go safety now? Could I get a guy like Upton Stout, 6 foot tall, 196 pounds? I mean, dude, 5'9" at safety's kind of crazy, but I mean, why not? He could be fun for the memes. Wide receiver. Did they take a receiver in round 5? Probably not. I mean, dude, they have so many. They probably don't even address these 4 positions: quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running back, until like round 6 or 7. I could see him taking a safety. Could see him taking another inside linebacker. But you know what, man? I'm going Upton Stout. I'm going big dog. Absolute missile of a 5'9" player. Why not? We like a good 5'9" safety. That's going to absolutely lay the wood. Well, now we're in round 7. Do I only have one round 7 pick? Okay. I got to be very selective here. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. Could they take a running back? Probably not. Probably not. Do they take... take Ryan Fitzgerald. I guess I'll give him a receiver. Who do we got? We got Kieran Lacey. We got Theo Weiss Jr., 6'2", 192. Hey, yo. Big boy receiver. Okay. I don't think they go tight end. They have Devin Culp and Payne Durham. They like those guys. I don't think they even go another edge defender. I mean, really, I think they're fine on defense. They just signed Riley Dixon. They're not really going to draft a punter. I'll go Theo Weiss Jr. Why not? Why not? All right, guys. Well, that's my mock draft. What do you guys think about it? It is my post... Let's see. It is my post... free agency mock... Well, they love the James Pierce Jr. and Demetrius Knight picks. Hate Kobe Bryant. Hate Simeon Barrow Jr. Love Upton Stout. They love that 5'9" safety, and they are fine with the Theo Weiss Jr. Wow, this is actually the best draft grade I've ever gotten. A-. That's actually the best draft grade I've ever gotten. What do you guys think? Would you take the guys that I took? I mean, especially in round 1, like, could have went with some other guys. I mean, James Pierce Jr., dude, if he's there, I think the Buccaneers are, like, screaming, running up the board, right? Same with probably Demetrius Knight Jr. That's it. That's the one where I'm like, I don't know. Like, do you guys think he'd be available in round 1 out of South Carolina? Let me know. Kobe Bryant, I think, is kind of slept on a little bit. He seems like he'd be a really good fit for the Bucs. Same thing with Simeon Barrow Jr. What do you guys think about this mock draft, though? Again, still very defensive heavy. Literally, I took all defense. Reason for that is because I do still think the Buccaneers need to add so much. Like, they need to add more depth. They do. And Demetrius Knight could be your linebacker 3. James Pierce Jr., honestly, could be like your 3rd pass rusher. Sorry, Chris Braswell. But, like, hey, if you have 6 good pass rushers, right? Like, let's say you bring back Shaq Barrett, just as an example. Or if you bring in Azeez Ojulari, just as an example. Dog, if you're telling me you've got Hassan Reddick, Yaya Diaby, James Pierce Jr., Chris Braswell, Anthony Nelson, and like Azeez Ojulari or Shaq Barrett, we're eating. We're eating good, okay? And Demetrius Knight, look, Levante David, Servassier Dennis, Demetrius Knight, Anthony Walker, it's better, okay? It's better. Kobe Bryant, I mean, hey, Zon McCollum, Jamel Dean, Kobe Bryant, we're kind of cooking. Bring back Bryce Hall. We're cooking, baby. We're cooking. Simeon Barrow Jr., dog. Again, hey, Cansey, Vita Vea, Logan Hall, Simeon Barrow Jr., and Greg Gaines. Love that. Upton Stout. You've got Antoine Winfield Jr., Tyke Smith, because apparently they want to play him more at safety. Don't know why. Upton Stout can be there. Bring back Mike Edwards, maybe. Maybe you bring back Jordan Whitehead. Like, good. We're eating. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this mock draft. I'd love to hear it, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.